Praise be to Jesus. We are advancing in the knowledge of the mercy of God. So I'm still looking at the Mephibosheth story. 2 Samuel chapter 9, verse 7. So David said to him, "Do not fear, for I will surely show you kindness for Jonathan your father's sake, and will restore to you all the land of Saul your grandfather, and you will eat bread at my table continually." Then he bowed himself and said, "What is your servant, that you should look upon such a dead dog as I?" He wasn't a dead dog. Like I said previously, his name means a breaker of shame. But he called himself a dead dog. When you find yourself in Lodabar, you lose your dignity, you lose your identity. But you can find a place in Christ. You have value, and you can find your value in Christ again when the mercy of God shows up. Now, when mercy was ministered to Mephibosheth, he was restored. He said, "Do not fear, for I will surely show you kindness." So first of all, you come to me, you move from Lodebar, migrate to the king's table in Zion. It is good enough. Now, you notice that Mephibosheth did not pray for this. He did not need to fix his legs, his lame legs before coming, because he didn't need to run. Because the Bible said it is not him that runneth, or him that willeth, it's the Lord who shows mercy. When mercy comes, you don't need to fix yourself, because mercy will draw you to the table. And when you come to the table, it is like moving you from the back side of life to the front side of life. A table reserved for you that you can take already made food. I will talk about the food later. Now, when you come into the table, it's like drawing closer to the presence of the Lord that will be with you continually, because you'll be eating continually. And then he said, "Fear not." Now, when you come to the table, if I am a king and I invite you to join me on my table, it takes a king to recognize a king. That is why the Bible says he is the King of kings. When you are invited to the king's table to dine, now there is the element in your nature, in your spirit, of co-equality. You eat the food that the king is eating. It gives you authority. It gives you protection. It is not just a table. It is a table, but it assures you of your authority. It assures you of your protection. It assures you that the king will take care of you, and you are co-equally seated and co-image bearers. There are no cut-offs on the table, because we recognize that on the table we are all the same. So Mephibosheth was not condemned by David. David rather assured him not to fear. Now I invite you to stay at the table in fellowship constantly, so that you enjoy the presence of God, you enjoy the mercy of God. The grace of God is released through the bread that is shared on the table. And the table is a very powerful tool. I pray for you that the grace of God dispensed from the table will visit your home. I pray that if you have anything that you doubt your identity, your dignity in Christ, I pray that at the table you'll be restored. May you view the table. May you experience the table. May you understand the table every day and every moment of your life, and you understand your position and where you are seated with Christ. I pray that God will grant us the grace to understand and apply this. This is Pastor Edamado. God bless you.